John. No, that would have been a good team name.
Someone called John.
Yeah, I don't know. Versus StechendeLust. There we go. Ta-da.
What else do we have? Or who else do we have? And
Well, we will have
today.
that one. We'll have that team. It just won. The boys of Frick 2s versus one team we haven't seen today as of yet.
That name on the screen just looks absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I've got to change it.
All caps.
Oh wow, okay.
And another caps
Well, I actually don't mind that. It's okay. We'll go with that.
Place it a bit to the side. Otherwise, it's completely out of the box. There we go. There we go.
I'm gonna have to change.
So much better.
So much better. Oh, how is chat going? How you alright, guys? Are you having a good day? Just as I'm just trying to... God, I thank God I'm doing this today. I have to get used to this for my tournament on Sunday as well. Right, so we are just entering the game now. This is the first semi-final as far as I'm aware. Should be anyway. Let's have a look. Alright, Sever's not up
Looks
yet.
like it. Unless the other... Well, obviously the other team couldn't have played their semifinal. The previous game just completed. So only now they've gotten their pairing.
Okay. Let's have a double look. Yeah, unfortunately, one up, guys. We'll see you next time. We'll definitely see you next time. Just hope that your ping gets sorted out by then. I'm sure it will be fine. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Thankfully,
still actually in that last match, they've tied up the game after going down. They were tied at that point when Nexus started having these real problems. So they still had a chance in the end. It just seems like the team of the Frick 2s were just better. Obviously, Pink played a bit, a small part in it, but what can you do?
Oh, that is the actual name of their server. Oh, that's quite funny actually. It's talking about John. There we go. Got it.
Who is John?
It's the name of an arena.
Up John.
It's the name of an arena. That's why. I got it. We're in. All good. Rev 5 Esports versus StechendeLust. Everyone likes to call themselves esports all of a sudden. Oh, actually, no, that's actually been happening for a long time. Just to like make sure that everyone knows. We are Team Death Kill Esports. It's just a thing.
It's quite obvious that they are competing in an esport. They're playing a video game. But still, if they want to use that name, why not? I mean,
it's up to them.
Look at the Rev 5. Actually, we have a Season 3 Grand Champion paired with the Master. Could be obviously a Smurf account, but seemingly a bit of an unbalanced team up, or rather composition. But let's see. Let's prove me wrong, because Priong perhaps will be scoring all the goals in this match for the Rev 5 team. Or will Seb?
Jeb's a good name. It's a good solid name, that.
Lars and Jeb. I'll just go on whatever I like. They won't hear it anyway. So maybe they will Priong or Myton.
They don't
just using this chance. Myton was down for it. Priong positioning himself quite well, constantly getting back in the rotation. Lars plays a long ball to the blue side, and Myton just leaves it to the opposing side. So Lust is able to take into control. If not for long, Lars steals it from the Myton and won't be able to take control of it for too long. Seb waits for the pass to go his way, places it to the side. Unfortunately, the touch wasn't as clear as he would have hoped, and no one is going for it except for Seb, who actually just go for a return onto this one with City, as everyone just decides to miss for whatever reason. Myton, Lars plays it well. 1-0 for Lust.
Yeah, good job by Lars. I mean, he uses the opportunity. Well, the ball actually comes right into his path. Literally, I mean, Lars didn't have to do much there, in all honesty, other than the rebound and following up. It's a challenge to make sure he gets the goal. Not pretty easy for him to put that away in the end. So we'll watch out for the clearances from Rev 5, that they don't put that ball into the path of those members.
With the bomb.
That's a good save. That is a good save. I know maybe he put it down he touched it down right to the goal, like right to the floor actually. Maybe just through for the net, a little bit more difficult, but the man was there to save. Good stuff coming out from both teams at the moment. Good saves. Just got to watch out, like I said, Rev 5 putting that ball into the pathway of the boys from StechendeLust.
And we see an aerial play coming up from Rev 5. Myton tried to put something in the style of StechendeLust. I've even just listened to them. Let's watch the Lars bring that in. I've even just listened to the Google Translate voice.
Don't do that. I'll make it worse.
No, it's not worse. It says with a great German accent. But as I was saying, Prionge is the one who will be scoring the goals. Both of them rising to the occasion, but it's Prionge who gets credit.
Yeah, both men. Actually, Prione puts that onto Might as well. Puts that onto Might and in the air. So it's actually a 1-2 in the air, like literally right next to each other. I wouldn't probably count it as a 1-2 because it was more of a ricochet or a rebound, I guess. But yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. My wife is cooking bacon. I can smell it. It's really, it's really enticing. Sorry, I just had to talk about it, so it's out of my system. It's gone now. It's fine. Free.
Oh! Slow it down. Gets demolished for the trouble. You know, sometimes you just play too slow and the opponent just says, "Now, get out of here."
That's the only one we've seen so far since the cast started. It's the only demolition we've seen in the last 3 series. It's
but in a good fashion, really. Myton clears it across his own goal. A bit dangerous, but 2 now. They are on fire with that one. Myton will be putting it fast. Loses the control. Lars doesn't get a clear touch. Myton already was expecting clear from Seb. Seb decides to play it slow as well. And attack mode enough for StechendeLust. If I say it 3 times, either a Beetlejuice will appear or I'll finally learn. StechendeLust. I'm trying to put a mock German accent. It's not helping at all.
You're very good.
As well. Myton will follow up that one. Slow the ball down. Seb misses. So Myton will slowly get a bit of a dancing between Prionge and third demolition.
Oh, no,
it is working for them. They are killing the play of the Rev 5, and there we go. Lars puts a second goal of the game.
Yeah, I mean, that's all about the demolition right there, and the timing comes back into game, and the shot's already almost on target and in goal. And there's no way that man, Myton, is getting up there, unfortunately. And that is going to be 2-1. So good demolition there. I mean, the main reason they pretty much scored that goal. They've got to be careful here. Prioning. I don't know. Prionge, or whatever. Just gets away from defense. A little bit of a mistake there. They both seem to push forward as well. Just need to watch out for that movement again off the kickoff. But 2-2 quickly brought back by Rev 5, and it's even Stevens at the moment, but an easy goal again, really, for Myton. What is going on with this defense at the moment? Last 2 goals, I mean, they've pushed forward. I mean, Seb has read that situation not well at all. He's moved forward. Lars is on the opposite side of the arena and is preempting Seb's push. They just forgot the ball, you know? Forgot to take the ball with them, which is part of the problem.
Yeah, well, Seb was trying to play that ball, but since he misses with the speed he has, he just flies past.
Yeah.
So it's not a surprise he actually is out of the play, and that is the problem you get into. So you sort of want to put a powerful shot to the other side. And if you miss, you're out of play for a solid 10 seconds. And when you get back, Lars, long shot of his own. This could be quite a surprise in this one. Rev 5, if they win this one, that will be quite a defeat for StechendeLust. Still plenty of time, 15 seconds to be precise. Myton, not doing a passing play, just loses the ball completely, but it doesn't seem like StechendeLust are trying to play with it at all. Still in
that was quality, dude.
To go for it. Myton wins it for
My
shoes.
God.
StechendeLust find themselves in a heap of trouble as this one goes in 2-goal difference. That will be, with the way the Rev 5 is playing, looks like unsurmountable, at least in this match.
Well, Prione just like on the side when you said that he was going to miss the ball. I think like he was actually leaving it because I don't think that StechendeLust were that aggressive to try and actually pick the ball up in the first place, funnily enough. And then the ball, Myton left it for him. Prione put it into the middle, and Myton just rotated over to the left-hand side and just waited for the cross. Really nice. Good patience as well, actually. They got some really good ability to move the ball, like shift the ball from one side of the arena to the other, like, and quite quickly as well, which is actually really nice to see. They're spreading the play out, and I think that's part of the problem for StechendeLust at the moment is when the ball is moved from one side of the pitch to the other, in terms of the width, not the actual length, it's just like being able to rotate round and actually get on that man is proving quite difficult for the moment. So that is going to be 1-0 to Rev 5 Esports.
Yeah, a surprising start to this series. We actually have a suggestion from a chat that's pre-onge, like we've been pronouncing him. We are being suggested that we should try and pronounce it as pre-O-N-G or pre-O-N-G. I'm not sure if that helps. If that.
I'm just gonna say pre. Pre is gonna be easier.
Pre, like pre, but just pre.
It looks like pre-owning. I think it's pre-owning, but I don't know. I think that is Let's go. Let's go. Next game. 1-0 to Rev 5.
I'm ready. You're not ready. I'm ready for this.
That's true. Actually, I didn't even click ready. That's a lie on my behalf. I'm not ready.
So guess who's holding us up?
This is true. Okay.
Lars, Seb, StechendeLust need to win this one. This is still best of 3. Is it?
Best of 3. Best of 5 is fun.
I started doubting myself. Right, only the finals.
Never done
so yeah, the finals will be the best of 5. We are still in best of 3. Myton puts a really great start for this match. Don't want to bring it to match number 3. No, they want to win it just here. Pre-owned, still continuing to use, call him that. Why not? Just passes it to Myton, and since Lars is nowhere to be found, it's the first goal for Rev 5.
A little bit behind, unfortunately. I think he was, again, preempting that movement forward. And Myton was ahead of him, so was easily able to get on that ball, put it in bottom left-hand corner. Boom, went away. Seb low. Whiffs that a bit. I think he was looking for a chip there, but wasn't able to connect with it, unfortunately. Oh, wow, Myton with these bottom left-hand corner goals. I would love to see how many is scored in that area at the moment. Look at this. This is quality right there. Pre-owned.
Just barely getting out of the way. That pass just leaves it. And I'm out of here. It's all for my teammate. Myton is down the driving force in this match. If it was pre-ONG in the previous game, now it's Myton's hitting one after the other, already up by 2 and looking strong as ever.
Well, StechendeLust, I mean, if they got in the way of that ball, I feel like they would have just been demoed anyway. So, just because of the pace that he had on that, the ball just like completely blasting through the player would have just been a thing. Actually, might be quite interesting. Oh, Lars with the plays! My good lord. Actually, almost
gets stopped in the end, so all that effort and for nothing. He tried to carry it, decided to carry it up until the very end. Double commit on the defense, doesn't end up in anything, so it's Prionge in defense. Seb, they try to do some attacks. Their potential is still coming up. Seb finds the post instead of the goal. Prionge, I think, already giving up. Myton with the dribble, can't get it past Lars. Prionge on the flank now. Again, Seb wins it, but obviously puts himself in a position where his teammate would have gotten it. Myton decided to play it safe and misses this, and a slow attack is starting up. By Prionge, bounce. Lars meets it. Myton. Back to Lars, who's on the wall. Prionge will get a play on this one. Just when you start going backwards, you know that you're a play because the other player is just right at the top.
That was good. I mean, yeah, he was literally facing the wrong way there. There's not much he could have done. Well, he could have got up in towards the box, maybe just blocked him out, but just a little bit. Just needed to try and rotate him a little bit quicker into a position that was going to be more beneficial. I mean, like you said, he was facing the wrong way. There's not much he could have done there. Myton again, and they're just piling him up. Did Myton switch where he shoots on goal? Let's have a look. He's aiming for the bottom left-hand corner. I think he was trying to. He was trying to anyway. And that's going to be 3-1 to Rev 5 Esports. Best of 3. And StechendeLust have a bit of a mountain to climb at the moment. Although 2 goals in 3 minutes, definitely doable with the quality that we've seen from them so far in the first series that we saw in the day. Myton is going to put that away though. And maybe we'll see it come out. I mean, is there anything at the moment that StechendeLust can do to kind of take out Myton? Myton's the real, well, I guess they're both a problem at the moment. Pre-own has just got great movement on the ball at the moment. In the box as well, especially, he's able to set up quite a lot of goals, as well as just, you know, this kind of 1-2 play that we're seeing between the two. I mean, at the moment, they look pretty unstoppable. I can't really see StechendeLust coming back from this.
Well, I hope they will. I think they need to bring back their passing plays. That's what was really crucial in the previous game. Unless they've left all their passing plays, all their strategy in that one, this gets them a save. Now they need to start up an attack. Seb against 2 with the goal in front of him. Myton obviously will be able to save it. He gets the saver tag as well. Lars on the follow. Yes, this is what they surely need to do. At least just bring out the opposing players. Get everyone concentrated on one and then just sneak in and play that one.
I mean, you had 2 men. Seb beat the first one, and then the second one had to go in for the challenge, otherwise there would have been a goal. And when he cleared it out, you know, there was no one left. There's only 2 men on the team. There's only so much you can do. And Seb, really fantastic work. First chip over the first player was really good. But, Lars saves the day.
Yeah, but if for long, they're still down in the attack. Seb. Saved by Prion right there, who is now starting an attack of his own. Great in the air. Seb just a tad too faster on that one. Myton isn't even thinking about playing defensively. He feels that he can go for these balls. Keep the ball in the orange side just for as long as he can, so that StechendeLust doesn't even get a single chance. Seb had one right there. Now it's dribbling on the other end. Myton will slow up the play. The flick doesn't go in. Lars reads the play.
Lars' goal,
still
surely,
on the ball.
surely.
In between the Seb. This is going in. Tied up game. StechendeLust barely, but do bring this game back. 1 minute and 21 seconds remaining. This could go either way, but I feel like Krav can really seal it for StechendeLust at the end of this match.
I think so, but they're proving right now that they can. The pressure has been on them for a lot of this second game. Sorry, I mean, we've seen it for the last 3 minutes. And in the previous game as well, how much pressure Rev 5 can put on. I think they're starting to really just hold their own now. And like you said, I mean, they've started to pass a little bit more. They're actually taking advantage for a big gap that comes out from Rev 5, sorry, because there are times not like that at all actually, where they actually commit quite heavily to the ball. And here, they know that they can just challenge that as well. Seb, challenge off the backboard, and Lars can just switch that away. And beautiful stuff. Like, that's the quality that we saw from StechendeLust in the first series that we just saw earlier. And now it could be a bit of an interesting series unless they do that. What? What happened there? Seb, pre-owned. Man, this man. And free kick. Kickoff. Big mistakes from StechendeLust. Well, the first one, I mean, Prioni just came in and took the ball away when the 2 men kind of were battling over the ball, but he just took it to the right-hand side of that second man and was able to easily put it away. I mean, that's Prioni's strength as well in Rocket League. It feels like his play on the ground and just winning balls and able to put balls past players. It's just actually really nice to see. It's just good quality, I think. Just a good player, in all honesty. Good stuff.
Yeah, and some great aerial plays as well. I think what his weakness is, though, is that a lot of these times that StechendeLust was scoring, it's when they outplayed Beyond. Just a tad too weak on the defensive side. But if he can score like he continues to score, and perhaps he just put as many as he can and then just hope for the best, hope that Myton will be right there. To defend this flank. Well, he will be. Seb and Lars still waiting on that one, passing to each other. Too weak of a pass. Seb keeps it alive, and that's at Lars over Prion, but not precise, and overtime is upon us.
That was amazing. Last second, almost we saw a cheeky goal to take that round. It is 1-0. StechendeLust need to score this goal to bring it up to 1 apiece. It is doable at the moment. Crowd are feeling it. Lars needs to put this ball forward. It does. Oh no! Horrible time for a demo. But Prion just chips it in the air, gives him enough time, sets up his own shot. Seb puts that ball back into midfield. Myton tries to come back in. Oh! Lars! Wow. Almost. Exciting times right now, sorry. I get hype. That's why I do play by player. I just get really excited over nothing. I mean, well, not nothing.
Seb's yet another one. Prion stays there, won't be able to stop the play by Seb. playing that ball out of their own half. Again, but just look at Ref 5. They are bringing the game to StechendeLust, and yet another Prionge not able to get that touch. But if that would have been a goal, that would have been the best goal of the tournament by far. And I'm really sorry, Prionge. I'm told that I wasn't expecting any goals from you, but the plays you were making are just simply amazing. So I do apologize and hope, and I wish you win this tournament. Although obviously no caster bias whatsoever.
None at all.
It's up in the air. Seb, actually, almost in the position to demolish Seb with the aerial he has been making. Prionge still waits for it. Myton waits for some sort of attack. Waits for Prionge to bring some of the players of the StechendeLust out. Still staying right there. But an attack goes the other way. Lars must be scoring this one. Myton not able to save it. Lars puts it up 5-4 as StechendeLust get back into the series. But really, after a series of scrappy goals, and this could have gone the way of Ref 5, and Ref 5 would have been our finalist of the day.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is the way that the game's going. At 1 minute, I think 1 minute 40 or so seconds we had of overtime, which is at that point in time, I think it starts to get a bit like, you know, trying to get the goal where you can and do it however you can at that point in time. So yeah, either way, that game seriously was going either way. I mean, we had some fantastic shots. Look at that, 4 goals for Lars, 3 for Myton, as well as 8. Well, how many shots for bloody hell? StechendeLust had 14 shots, and Rev 5 had 13 shots on target, and both like almost getting about half of those in the back of the net. Pretty amazing stuff coming out from this series. Look at the saves coming out as well from both teams. Fairly even, actually, in terms of rotations and getting into the box to save and also to actually put some shots in goal. So both teams pretty even, actually, in terms of skill. And this game is going to decide this series. I mean, it'd be nice to see chat, see who you think's going to win, but I think we've got StechendeLust fans in the house right here as well at the moment.
Yeah, just look at them just getting shouts out, just chanting for their own favorite team, which is StechendeLust. By the looks of it, you say Stechend, I say Lust, StechendeLust.
Exactly, yes.
Good on you guys. No fans for F5? Oh, actually, there was a fan for F5. Senior Panto, I do apologize. I didn't notice you amongst the crowd of StechendeLust fans. There's just so many of them and they're so loud. Myton starts with an attack for Ref 5. Prionge dribbles. Gets the pinch. That goes wildly to the side. Seb with a dribble off his own. Myton. He gets outplayed, but puts it to the side as well. Prionge for Lars, who certainly will be waiting for that one. Puts it high, but Prionge is already on the wall waiting for it. Seb kills the ball down. Starts a slow dribble. Grabs the boost on the way. Places the backward pass. Lars decides against it.
Oh, that was nice.
Perhaps he was wrong, actually. It seems like Ref 5 just lost. Didn't make a clear rather. Prionge still in the attack.
Oh my god, how?
Lars and Seb, somehow they do get to it. Myton?
That was ridiculous.
Not to play with the in goal. He got the shot. I think he was so slowly turning into the net. Prionge from the back wall can get the pass. Can get the touch, and it's Seb to Myton. With Lars waiting on the flank. That pinch actually favors Prionge, who just gets back to that ball against Seb. Can't win against Seb, so play is still on the side of StechendeLust, and it's seemingly a Rev 5 don't want to let up. They want to keep the ball right there and get as many shots, as many chances. Already up to 3. Prionge meets Seb, or Seb meets him, so no play happens there. We are getting back to our first match we've seen so far. The back and forth, just a lot of passing across, over the line, over the half line to him. Prionge passed his teammates. Myton was waiting for it, but I think halfway through, Prionge decided to go for that flag. Still, StechendeLust are back with their reads on their opposing players, so nothing comes of that one. Myton will start something of his own, not on the wall though. Perhaps with a flag. No, not like this. Lars immediately basically on top of the opposing player and immediately clears it. Prionge, they just exchanged. First is Prionge and puts it into the net. Prionge is the MVP of the series. Whatever the result at the end will be, Prionge is the MVP.
Yeah, and that could go at this rate in time. So we are more than halfway through this game to settle the series. Could be the one to actually settle it as well, so we'll have to wait and see. But I mean, I was literally about to say while you were talking that a lot of the challenges on the 50-50s have been won by this orange team of StechendeLust. But then, you know, it doesn't matter if you're winning the challenges, you need to convert those into goals. And at the moment, like you said, Rev 5, full pressure on the defense of StechendeLust at the moment, and that's another goal.
What was that? Okay,
Seb.
Lars. I can understand Lars, but Seb, where was Seb? He just decided the play won't continue.
Getting
Like,
the
he misses
corner
the boost
boost.
even.
Yeah, wrong time to go for that boost. I mean, that's a communication thing as well. Like, Lars, if he's going up saying he's going to miss that ball, Seb needs to stop what he's doing and get in goal, because at the moment, these boys, Myton and Preon, are on fire right now. And they will win this series if StechendeLust don't pull it out of the bag. Myton's on the board to try and make something happen. I really think that Seb and Lars can come back here, but there's so much pressure on their side of the field. It's getting that momentum to push forward and actually score rather than just come out with clutch saves. Oh, there you go, Lars. Bottom right-hand corner. No. Myton's up to get that one away.
That's their first shot on the net in the last, I'd say, 3 minutes.
Yeah.
They shot at the start of the match, and then Rev 5 weren't letting them do anything. Myton tries to sneak it past in between the players, but Lars and Seb are solid in defense. They also need to be solid in the offense. Preonge with a save, and tries at least to start an attack from his own half. Myton on the wall. Someone will be waiting here. Unfortunately, that's Seb, who actually plays it towards his own net. Clear across the net. No one punished it from Preonge.
Balls of steel, that man. Balls of steel,
Yeah.
apparently.
Really,
I mean,
Jesus. You really make these plays?
I don't think so. I don't think that's a good
in the
idea.
worst position.
I mean, I know that you're supposed to take risks when you're 2 goals down, but not in front of your own goal. I mean, you know, that's the thing. But proving
attacks
maybe...
but not the defense. This is what loses games. StechendeLust, weren't punished. Lars saves it, but can he take the control of the ball? Can he start a slow attack? No, just plays it forward.
They both need to just move forward now and pile on the pressure. They can't afford to sit back. They can't do that. They've got to be forward. I mean, Seb has to challenge that ball right now. I mean, I know if they score it, you know, it's going to be definitely over, but they have to challenge every single movement forward. They can't waste any time.
Lars to Seb, not into the net. Myton saves that one with a bicycle kick. A great setup. You were basically looking if I were Lars. We're all alone on the wall, but it doesn't answer on the other side. Myton puts an end to this match. 3-0 at this point. An insurmountable wall to climb. We will have our first finalist, and Rev 5. Really, I certainly wasn't expecting them to get there. But not at least at the beginning of the first match. StechendeLust lost some of their lust for the game, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's true, actually. I mean, that game, they sat back so much. I mean, the pressure from Rev 5 obviously enabled them to sit in their own kind of half, I guess. But that was a lot of pressure that I just don't think they could bounce back from, unfortunately. But we are going to go to the final. Congratulations to good old Rev 5 as well, as we go to the next match, which will be Rev 5 versus someone else, and that's not the
Soroksedmie. I do see that the Frick 2s unfortunately have lost to the Russian squad of Soroksedmie. So that will be our finals, the best of 5. Who will be the... What's the title for this tournament? The
ESL 2 versus 2 midweek madness.
That's just boring. You need a title. You need a snappy title for it.
Well, midweek madness is fine, isn't it?
But yeah. Well, it is quite
madness. No,
Madmen. Yeah. Okay, fine.
Madmen, madness. I don't know. Chat. What's the tournament called?
No, the tournament is called Midweek Madness. I was just thinking of an individual title that can grant the players who have won it. So I was thinking
completely nutballs. No? Okay, no. Maybe not.
We're open to suggestions.
The winners.
Classic, simple.
A classic silhouette never dies. I've been watching too much Project One Way, apparently. Okay, I'm going to shut up now. Okay,
Suddenly,
guys. So we're not going to show you the final because I'm just losing it. I'm losing it completely. I'm sorry. Ref 5 gone.
Suddenly, Jebro, I think suddenly something has shifted in the chat. All of a sudden, all the not the Schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude. What's that? That's a completely new.
StechendeLust. I'm telling you, this name is giving me so much trouble, and it's not even hard. So yeah, the StechendeLust fan suddenly has disappeared from a chat, and everyone has put on the Ref 5 colors, and everyone's cheering for them. Or maybe it's the same guys who were Ref 5 guys, fans were just hiding somewhere, thinking that, we better be careful. We better not show ourselves. But yeah, Soroksedmie is the team that Ref 5 will be playing in the finals. I don't know what this name means either. The first part sort of means crow, and then the last part of it doesn't mean anything. Or I'm just can't see a word in this bunch of letters.
Soroksedmie, yes, that's the one indeed. Unless I spell it wrong. Did I spell it wrong?
Well,
right.
As I was saying, this isn't a word in Russian language really. So how you pronounce it is completely up to you. At least it's so much easier to pronounce that the... I lost them again. StechendeLust, obviously.
Are you Russian? I don't even know where you're from.
I am... my native language is Russian, but I'm from Latvia.
Ah, okay. Right.
So, yeah, it's quite a multilingual in here. So, a lot of Russian folks, especially in the capital of Riga. I think... Well... I can't remember the numbers, but obviously in the capital, it's the most amount of Russian-speaking people. That's for sure. And then in regions, not so much, but it is still a lot of people speak both languages, or at least understand both languages.
Okay.
And it just so happens I've been born in a Russian family, so I do speak Russian. I do speak Latvian as well. Obviously, as you can hear me right now, I speak English. And there's one other language I do sort of speak. Haven't been practicing a lot, and that's Ukrainian.
Jesus.
So that's that.
I speak English and American. That is all. I'm still learning American. I still need to get used to the same parents.
What was it in Die Hard? The main character said, "I speak English and," or wasn't or not the Die Hard, the Fifth Element. I speak English and basically swearing English.
Yeah.
That was a much better phrase, but I completely butchered it.
Oh, pre-ownage. Okay. Oh, I love it. Pre-ownage. I love that word. I like edges. I always say, like add edge or age on the end of everything. Yes,
It's
I
so
like
much easier to pronounce it as well.
Because actually, possibly my new favorite player. Just because of his name.
Well, he has been my favorite player because he has been showing up in those series. Even though I've discounted him at the beginning of the series, I was his biggest fan by the end of it. So let's see what he can bring up in this grand final.
Hopefully a performance.
Petty who'll be playing his game. Well, certainly.
Oh, Petty. No Petty. Definitely seen Petty before. Not on this team, though. We've seen Petty before, for sure. Trying to think what team he was on before. The thing is, we see the same players weekly sometimes, but we don't see them on the same team. So if I look through the bracket and just trying to think of teams that I remember, no. Well, maybe Kar Mitzvah, just because I remember that game because it's funny.
Yeah. From the last time, Kar Mitzvah.
Maybe Rage Bears. Maybe Rage Bears? I don't know, actually.
Yeah, I think Rage Bears were around here as well. But we are starting the grand final match. Match number 1, best of 5. The winner of this will be crowned the... I'm still going with the Mad King. So Mad King and the Mad Queen, perhaps? Yeah, the Mad Kings.
The Mad King
goes up in favor of a team we haven't seen today just yet. It's obviously I already forgot the name. Soroksedmie, obviously, in the attack, and Myton, and together with Prionage, thankfully we now know how his name is pronounced, are on defense so far. Myton with a flag, puts the weight up to the side. Everglide and Petty on the attack. Has one be coming out, actually, for whatever reason. Everglide decides not to play it. Petty! What a play! Why not? Just, if you can put it past the goalkeeper, just remove the goal.
That was power. Well, yeah, exactly. Removes the target. Doesn't, lets the ball just roll through. and just moves the man out of the way. That is aggression right there. Actually, the aggression is built up as we slowly get towards the finals, as you obviously want to win as you get closer, and you know that kind of end Mad King goal, I guess, is in sight. But yeah, look at this goal. Like, Petty is, even when he passes the ball, he just seems to poke it almost with some power and aggression and just put it into the balls of the box. I'm watching this guy, because he's a dark warrior right here. I mean, this guy is on it. But anyway, not bad from Everglide either. He gets up. Oh, look at the placement though, and actually read well by the defense. They get down to that ball so well. I actually really like the defense coming out from Soroksedmie. No, sorry, from Ref 5 here. But just as I say that, Everglide puts away another goal. I mean, really, both blue team members are pushing forward for some reason when the ball is put right into the place of Everglide. So Mighten and Preonage need to watch out here for how they're moving that ball forward from defense, from their own half of the field at least.
Oh yeah, not only the Soroksedmie are making Ref 5 work in defense, they also are quite quick to pull the ball right in. Oof, this is a surprising demolition of the other team. Ref 5 showing up in the last match this time gets just destroyed. The plays are just on a completely different level by Soroksedmie. And yeah, maybe it's the fact that they just don't follow the ball. That second goal obviously was the one where they completely didn't expect, for whatever reason, that it will go to their side. 4 goals now? We don't even get the chance to talk about the goals they scored. They scored another one.
Okay. Well, yes, pretty much. Everglide scores 3 now at the moment. 3 assists for Petty, 8 shots on goal, and we are only a minute and a half in the game, and they have 8 shots. That is pretty impressive, in all honesty. And that could easily double by the time we get towards the end of this first game. And Preonage and Mighten, I mean, that's a heavy hammering in the first 2 minutes of the game, and that's difficult to come back from, especially for a first game. Although Mighten's showing that it's actually not going to put them down too much, because comes back with a goal of his own, tries to spread over to the right-hand side. I think Everglide goes for the corner boost, as obviously that kind of deters him from his track towards the ball. He's late to actually challenge or even to get into a decent position to try and save that. So corner boost. Corner boost denying saves since release. Kind of funny to see, but anyway.
Oh, what? Petty follows it up until the end and puts that in top right corner. Usually you don't get these when you get in the air. Just, yeah. Did he get it? And lastly, I'm pretty sure he got that last touch. Petty D makes it 5-1 back into this one, even though Ref 5 has sort of gone back into this game with a great shot of their own. It still seems that Soroksedmie are powering through match number 1 and looking strong. Look at these passing plays. Just doink and to the side. And Soroksedmie find themselves now up by 5 goals and with no signs of stopping.
Amazing. Yeah, guys, sorry, I know your English might be bad, but this is an English-speaking channel. We're casting in English as well. I know that one of the teams might be Russian, but please try and keep it English. This is an English-speaking chat as well. We want to make sure that everyone can have an even say and understand exactly what's going on. So if you can keep it English as much as possible, please try to do so. That would be very much appreciated. We want everyone to feel involved, and obviously we are speaking English as well. So if you can keep it English, that would be fantastic. But yeah, you're very welcome in the channel. I hope you stick around. This is the final 6-1 though. I'm going to see a Brazil. I've not seen a Brazil in the Midweek Madness Cup for a while, actually. Maybe this is my first cast of this a couple of months ago. It's looking... Oh god, what happened to Preonage there? Don't know, I think he's trying to do some kind of ice skating random dance in the middle. It was weird. It was like he was just dancing around the ball. It looked like he almost DC'd, but I don't know. But again, another pass off the backboard. That's a Brazil for Soroksedmie, and we've still got 2 minutes left. We could get to double digits right now. Okay.
Probably not. That would be
I don't know.
a complete disaster. Complete disaster for F5 team. But, well, if this is your first Brazil, almost immediately spoiled by Maiden, almost immediately spoiled even more by Prionage, still keeping the 7-1 alive. So yes, Brazil is alive and kicking. 8-1. No, not on this one, but Everglide and his teammate Petty basically made the defense of Rev 5 into a Swiss cheese. So many holes.
Yeah. I don't think
new ways of finding them. There we go.
I don't think there's any cheese left, man. I just think that cheese is either melted or been completely eaten, because at the moment
it's all holes, just holes all the way through.
But the thing is, like, Rev 5 have played so well. Like, it almost feels like this team is like so many levels above, like almost the 2v2. I'm not saying, you know, that all the teams that play in 2v2 are bad, but I'm just saying, like, you know, this is more of a... this is a top-end team. I mean, you can see these guys in, you know, challenging for something quite prestigious. Because the way they're playing at the moment, it's kind of ridiculous, but... I mean, I've seen Petty before. Maybe that's why it's stuck in my head, because of the quality. But definitely, like, this combination of Everglide and Petty at the moment is so powerful. It's ridiculous right now. Look at that. I mean, they are always on this ball. I mean, that's the big thing in this tournament. You see from start to finish is, especially when you get towards the end, like how much the actual players are on the ball. You know, how long is it left in the air without someone getting up and trying to redirect it? And at the moment, you can see that from this orange team of Soroksedmie, they're not leaving. Like, that ball is never not touched within like 1 to 2 seconds. It's so quick. Like, the pace of the game is just completely different to what we've seen. Prionage brings the goal back, and that is going to be 8-2. They've got 7 goals to get in 20 seconds.
No, it was too late 2 minutes to go. It's especially late now, getting that 1 goal back. Gives them something to go off in the next match. But if the Soroksedmie guys will be performing in the next game just as well as they did in this one, there is no stopping them. Thankfully, we will see 3 games from them. 3 games at least, full of these magnificent passes in between each other. Full of these, I don't know how they sense these plays, but they do find these holes in defense over F5. All dies down, but 8-2, the biggest demolition we've seen so far in this tournament. Everglide and Petty deserved every single ounce of it.
First game, though, and sometimes you can see a bit of a thrashing from one team over the other as they try to work out their opponents. So, Rocketeer. We could see... Is Rocketeer... What rank is that?
That's the highest one. The highest level.
That is the highest one, isn't it?
Yes. So
I was
level
just thinking then...
up.
Level 70, Jesus Christ. But no, like...
Everyone on
actually
on
switching
team.
teams. Are we doing this again? Are you serious?
Why?
Oh, one guy's left.
One left.
Uh...
The timer isn't starting. Oh, finally it has started. Maiden has returned.
Oh, there you go. They're just going to go.
Yeah, I think these guys will continue playing. Yeah, just sort of a fair play, as we see in football. Just leaving rehost. Okay.
Rehost, okay.
Well, we'll be restarting this one. Although, well, even if you guys accidentally join turn, just leave. Just leave and we'll rehost it. Don't keep playing. If you want us to rehost, just leave.
Indeed.
Chatting and staying in the game and playing doesn't really help us.
So, next game already. Yes, please, Roma. English, my friend. Let's keep it English as much as possible. 24 Pro, yeah, man, I'm bad, man. I watch the game more than I play it. I've said this every week. Like, people judge me on my rank, on my just playing level. But I literally watch the game, like, a lot more than I play it, which is, I don't know. I'd like to be good at it, but I just watch it like, all the time.
Come on, Jebro, you have a week full of streams,
So
8-hour streams. Why not make one of the days a Rocket League stream?
Because I'm just bad. I'm just awful. I can't,
It's
like,
okay.
I try. And I can sing that song. I'll play at night. The thing is, because I'm so involved with so many games. Like, I almost like Rocket League is my football almost. It's like my, it's like that kind of thing that you like to watch and enjoy, and like rather than just specifically play it. It's bad. But Pre-Ownage comes back already in this second game of the series with a goal of his own. Maybe Jar of Jam will actually train me in Rocket League. I don't know how good he is.
Well, let's talk about the game and the fact that Petty, I think, after that first game, thought that this was all basically in his pocket. It was all done. Was waiting for his teammate Everglide to bring the ball out. Instead, nope, it's an opening for Ref 5, Pre-Ownage. Once again, puts something in as a starter, as the MVP of the previous series, certainly. Can he win this in this one as well? Maiden waits in the center, but misses it, so everyone inside the Ref 5 should rush back. Because even if you are defending with two players, Soroksedmie can just completely disassemble your defense with a quick pass. And that is it. Maiden saves it. Still waits for Pre-Ownage. Pre-Ownage needs to be coming close, because otherwise, if Maiden is left alone in the net, as I've said, it's just Everglide passes to Petty DD, and it's one goal for them. So far, keeping the goal clean, but we've seen an opening like this in the match number 1. Just a lot of shots, one after the other by Soroksedmie, keeping the defense of Ref 5 on their toes.
Yeah, completely. I have got this run the right way, haven't I? Yes. Okay, they haven't changed. I was just paranoid that they changed teams there for a second again.
Everything is fine. Everything is fine, Jeff.
Everything is fine. But yeah, at the moment, it's actually a lot slower than it was in the previous game. We already saw quite a few goals coming out already, as far as I remember, but the pace has been slowed down a little bit. And even with scoring that first goal, it feels like, they have now set the pace for this game already, and it's not as fast-paced as it was in the previous game, actually. It's a lot different already. And momentum from Soroksedmie. Pre-Ownage. Uh-oh. Maiten. No. Oh, no, it's going to be a miss. He's not going to be able to get it on target. Oh, lucky. They got away with that. Bloody hell. Yeah, Maiten's going to push that away. They got extremely lucky that he missed that, but Petty is still trying to put that away. Crossbar. Oh, Pre-Ownage. Nice clearance. Good job.
In the net with no boost though at the moment, but his teammate Maiten gives him plenty of time. Does not go in. No, actually bounces out. Everglide against Pre-Ownage. Well, yeah, some of these flicks will get you just so fast. You don't even have to react. Whoa, Everglide,
that was so ridiculous, man.
Did he push Maiten out of the net?
Look at this chip. Like that chip over the player as well. Put it into the corner. No, I don't think so. Oh no, yeah. Everglide did. Yeah, he pushed him right out of the net. Like, this is what they're using. Like, we don't see that many teams that do this, and even elsewhere where I cast as well, like, that action on the player rather than the ball, like, actually just moving them out of position so that you can clear away for the goal. And if you're 2v2, it makes, like, even more sense to do that, because you can just move that player completely out of the way, especially if you're 2v1 and he's in goal. One goes for the player, boots him out of the way, and bang. The path's open. Score that goal. Easy peasy. No worries. But yeah, good stuff at the moment. Fantastic. Petty back in goal. He's going to be able to bring that ball forward with a beautiful chip. Oh my good Lord in heaven. That I don't even know. Well, pretty much. I mean, look at that goal. Petty with the chip in the air. Everglide. I mean, I think that was actually maybe even going to go in on its own, but I mean, Everglide redirects that in the air. That is a thing of beauty right there. And
who the hell flicks the ball from their own half? Petty does, it seems. I'm pretty sure that was going in, even without the Everglide support.
Jesus.
But Petty saw that Pre-Ownage was out of the net. They're slowly starting to build up the pressure. Seemingly, the fast pace of play is favoring Soroksedmie. And if they are able to do these quick moves and finding a Ref 5 on their back foot, they are scoring. Well, I don't think if Ref 5 can sort of slow down the game again, because if Soroksedmie are starting, they can be stopped.
Not at the moment. I mean, this is happening for these guys presently, but we shall. So there we go. Prionic is going to be able to get in there into defense. He needs to put that ball past Petty. He does. Actually comes off Petty. And Prionic, as he moves forward, I think so. Anyway, let's have a look.
Yeah, it is off Petty. Just bang.
Yeah, exactly.
Straight off him and into the net. Prionic is still owning this game. Maiden, obviously, his teammate, helping a lot. But Prionic might be winning this one for Ref 5. Just they need to hold on and obviously score at least one more goal. 1 minute remaining in this one. Maiden with a long shot. Meant by Petty. Prionic on the follow-up. Everlight drops, but actually puts it into his own net after that one. Just stuck on the ball on the right side of it. Or on the wrong side of it.
I mean, yeah, I mean, he goes for the opportunity to try and save. Gets unlucky. To be fair, getting down there in the first place, yeah.
We have a ton of Russian fans in the chat. I'm just constantly casting glances aside to your chat. And obviously a lot of people are here supporting the Soroksedmie. And it's really nice to have you guys here, but yeah. Since this is an English stream, we do love having you here, but
yes,
if you can speak English. Because I don't have enough time to translate everything you're saying.
Exactly. And we have
love to.
We have English people that come in who are subscribed to the stream as well, and everyone that wants to view the title's English as well, guys. So try and respect the fact that we are speaking English in this channel. I know it might be difficult for you. I'm sorry about that, but yeah, you'll get over it. It's fine. Enjoy talking to people from other places. This is fine.
Everglide with a dribble against Maiden. Sorry, I'm just bringing it back to the game because that was a chance for Soroksedmie to tie this game up. Maiden kills the ball. Ref 5 get back into the series. Well played by both teams in this one. Basically, a completely different game from what we see in game number 1. 8-2 in that one. 3-2 in favor of Ref 5 into this one. They've switched to a different gear, and apparently Soroksedmie couldn't adapt.
It was from that first goal as well. Like, they completely changed the pace of the game. Like, they seemed to get that first goal in the back of the net, and then Soroksedmie just kind of calmed down from their last game, the first game of the series. So maybe that momentum in the first game is something that is not going to pass over to the following games afterwards. We'll have to see. Interesting. This is really good. This is where I love Rocket League so much, because, you know, the first game is never indicative. Well, it's not never, but it's not always indicative of how the rest of the series is going to go. Especially if you've got like a best of 5 or a best of 7. It's almost like completely forget game 1 and 2 sometimes and just, you know, rely on the third game as well. It's kind of ridiculous. It can go either way, and this series is currently proving that. Best of 5, guys, in the final between Soroksedmie and Rev 5. First game was 8-2, last game 3-2 to Rev 5. And Rev 5 really want to score this first goal in this game because it feels like that's something which really helped them to... Oh, they do!
And they do. Just when you call on them to do just that, Prionic could have almost scored on him, or rather by himself, but decides to put up the might to the task. What a mighty blow to the goal of the Soroksedmie goal. Another opening by Ref 5. So if any Ref 5 fans are in the chat still, do let yourselves know, because so far it has been mostly the Soroksedmies, and we love to have you guys here. So thanks for coming out and cheering for your favorite team. Petty can't outplay Prionic. Prionic still in a imperial position. Starts up with a boost off the wall. Petty stops them only shortly. Everglide with a slow clear. Everyone just putting some weird touches on it. Maiden leaves it to Prionic. Waiting for that pass, that second pass. Prionic actually goes on his own. Decides that, yeah, the opponent will now think, yeah, he will make the passes. But no, he decides to play with his own, but they were ready for it. Soroksedmie gets a shot on the net. But they're just save it.
I didn't think Maiden was going to get to that. Felt like he extended his car for a moment in time.
Go gadget car?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it was really reaching there, so he must have had the boost to do it. So good job from him. I mean, then notice that Prionic is really being quite cautious at the moment, especially after this first goal scored, to just try and defend and just really slow the game down, you know, and not give them any opportunity to put one past them. Oh, Prionage knows that's going past him. Good call. And they're defending well here. They're really fantastically. Look at this. It's going to get away from them. Oh, no. Thought Mighton was going to boost way up front, but I don't think he had it in him there at the moment in time. But, yeah. Oh! Oh, my God!
Prionage gets owned. Petty D with a solo play of his own. Off the wall.
Oh, my
Past 1.
God.
Past 2. At the last possible moment, just slightly redirects it.
I'm sorry. I'm clipping that. I'm clipping that.
Clip every single second of it. But really, I still don't feel like Rev 5 going into the defensive mode will help them that much. We've seen Soroksedmie, if they can get away from the offense, they will just completely destroy you with shot after shot after shot. They need to be proactive. But Everglide is not giving them even that chance. Straight up goal. 2 goals.
I'm sorry, I had to clip that. People would have heard the sound for a moment in time, but that was just too good to not clip. That was just ridiculous. And again, another goal, Everglide, like you said. And that is going to be 2-1. 2 minutes, 42 seconds left. Remember, this is best of 5 to 2 goals. Yeah, sorry, guys. The subscribers only can actually put links in the chat. But you can ask for permission, and you'll get permitted by Bombs, who is one of our mods.
Or you can always subscribe.
Or you can always subscribe if you want. Yeah, there is that. There is that.
Eddie would have starting up a play, something for Soroksedmie. Prionage gets his ball stolen by Everglide. Mighton is right there, puts it off the post. Goal for Rev 5 is secure for now. Prionage to the center. Everglide stopping them. Mighton actually, Prionage stuck in the net. That was perhaps a bit too dangerous for Mighton just to rush straight in for. Was leaving his backside really open. Petty and Mighton. For Prionage, who pushes Everglide, who doesn't even flinch, doesn't even move at all. So no physical plays for Rev 5. Soroksedmie seemingly made out of iron. Prionage chips it straight into the net from the angle that could have gone either way. He puts it into the net. What is this game?
What is this series right now? I don't understand what's happening. Well, I do, obviously, but it's just like, it's just so to and fro now. Like after the first game, it's like these second 2 games of the series have just been both teams fairly equal. Actually, big kind of misplays maybe at the back, more so from Soroksedmie there. Just too much momentum moving forward. We just need to watch out for that man who's going to be able to put the ball past both of them at the moment. That's happened a couple of times in the last 2 games. First game obviously a lot different, but Rev 5 have been very composed in working out how to deal with these guys, and Prionage and Mighton gets a big miss there. Oh, that was really unlucky. I mean, Ownage does a good job at clearing from the top, but Mighton's going to be kicking himself, but probably for that one, unfortunately.
I was just about to praise Mighton myself by the defensive ability that he was putting up, because he was the savior. Already 4 saves in this match for a team, and just look at the amount of shots. Soroksedmie has put 10 shots already. It's against 4 by Rev 5. So they are putting shot after shot. Unfortunately, I've been sort of watching this for the duration of this tournament. It's usually the color caster seemingly who's having the caster's curse. It's not the play-by-play so much as the color. Last time it was me who were getting curse after curse. This time, well, I guess it has turned to you. Or it just happens from time to time.
I don't know. I mean, it doesn't matter. Normally, in my experience, it doesn't matter. It's just caster's curse is caster's curse, and it could just even be in the desk sometimes. But we haven't got a desk. We've just got our own desk. Anyway, 3-2. Yeah, that's true. That's true. We have our own desks. Oh, floats! Hits the crossbar.
Eddie, will that go in? That will slowly roll in. That puts a dent in the chance of Rev 5 getting back in this game. But really close. Prion gets a touch onto that one, but Petty D just placed it so right for that ball to go somewhere in the direction of the net, and that does slowly but surely roll in, puts Soroksedmie up by 2 goals, and with 11 seconds, that's 2 quick kickoff goals. We haven't really seen them in this series. Unless Mighton can drop this down immediately, no, the timer will run down. So even if they score 1, it's no chance for the Rev 5 guys. Soroksedmie put themselves up by 2 games in the series. The next match could be the decided one. They're on the match point. But Rev 5, they've put a stop to Soroksedmie's movement once. I wouldn't be surprised if they do it twice.
Have to see how it goes. Only a couple of games left in this series, though. 3 have been played, best of 5. So, like Jam said, 1 more game for Sorok, and Rev 5 needs to pull 2 out of the bag. A lot closer now than it has been, obviously, compared to the first one. And looking forward to seeing how well this goes. This could be the last game of this tournament today, so thanks for joining us. If not, then continue to join us as we try and find out who wins this final, of course. This is a pretty exciting tournament. It's actually been one of the best 2v2s I've been able to cast on, actually, since starting, so that's actually pretty good. Exciting stuff from the get-go.
Yeah, the quality seemingly is constantly improving, and I'm really hoping that a lot of the new players have come into the game after that World Championship. Showed that he is full championship material. That's safe, but obviously Soroksedmie, with the shot they put time after time, Everglide against the backboard, doesn't get the angle of that one, but that would have been an incredible goal if he would have put that in, because there was really no space for him to push it in between the backboard and himself. If he wouldn't gotten that, that would have been the goal of the tournament. Certainly beating the previous goal of the tournament that we had, Maiten. And Prionage hits Everglide more than the ball, plays the ball himself as well. Slow start of these attacks. Everglide down to Prionage, and yeah, they just continue. It's a cycle. They put it up onto the air. Soroksedmie brings it down.
For 2 minutes, it's actually been a lot quieter, and then then the pace starts to improve. They start to take more risks. They know they need to score a goal. The first 2 minutes have been a bit quiet in these last couple of games, but I think that's a goal. No, oh my God. Unlucky. Needs to challenge, he does. Prionage is trying to put this ball past Maiten. Actually, if he'd been a little bit closer, probably would have scored that, in all honesty, but now Prionage needs to actually save the ball himself and clear it out. That's a nice ball down the line. Look at that for himself. Oh my good Lord. Jesus. That was pretty special, man. That was a pretty special goal.
This is just turning into a gospel. Lord Jesus.
Yeah, sorry. I'm English. I say bloody and Jesus and God quite a lot, so... Yeah,
I know how you feel. I'm not British and I do that a lot as well. Just today when I was streaming earlier, it was all bloodies, and that is worthy of a bloody. Maiten learned something from Prionage and puts a goal of his own. Soroksedmie against falling apart. They can't get the play going. It's sort of, if they start playing like this, they can win the game. If the other team is dictating the pace, if the other team is getting the possession and the momentum, seemingly Soroksedmie are falling apart. Could this be too early to call? Prionage basically dumps all over the plans of Soroksedmie. Maiten, 3rd goal of the game. And this is looking like the match number 1, which ended 8-2, but not in favor of Rev 5. This time it's Rev 5 putting up something on the board.
It's kind of ridiculous, actually. I mean, they've completely switched this series around at the moment. I mean, 2-1 to Soroksedmie, like you said, 8-2 in that first game, and they've been able to switch it around quite well. And it's just, like you said, like the pace of the game as well is completely slowed down. Like Petty has, like in that first game, he was so aggressive. Like even just the ball in the air and just the aggression has just calmed down completely from these two since the first game. I mean, it's just back to kind of normal Rocket League almost to a degree. Well, what's normal Rocket League? I don't know nowadays. But, I mean, as soon as I talk about aggression, they seem to be knocking them off the ball again quite a lot. I mean, we've had 3 or 4 bumps, but they're doing it themselves. Look at Prionage. But there you go. The demo comes out. Maybe they heard me in terms of talking about how violent the game is suddenly getting. But yeah, that seems to have returned for Soroksedmie. They need to pull something out, and actually, Petty does.
Yeah, Petty just aggressively goes for it and gets a bounce, I think, from Prionage as well. Maiten, yes, those bounces off the wall, you need to really read them well. Maiten just gets outplayed by the bounce itself. not following it well, and that ends up in a goal. Petty D puts Soroksedmie up on the scoreboard, but it's still down by 2 goals. I would glad to be able to glide something into net. Prionic is there, solid, much more solid in defense than he has been previously, and keeps putting on these saves. Maiten now leaves something out and loses the ball in the process, but Petty with a poor clear. Not on the boost, but I don't think he will be able to start an attack on that one. And seemingly Prionic is constantly in the face of Soroksedmie, not letting them start anything. A long clear.
Yes, he's got away from him. Oh,
Petty, yes. Well, you try to shoot from that angle. Sometimes you, well, most of the time you won't be able to do anything, even though Soroksedmie and their skill is so high. No chance of that one. He will try again. If he will try to put the ball to the other side of the field and not just up.
Oh, wow.
Going through the ceiling. Just look at Prionic constantly stopping the balls, the plays of Soroksedmie, just as they start. They try to shot. He's already there. Prionic was almost caught off guard on that one with his pass down in the goal. He keeps stopping those 4 saves for him, Maiten.
Yeah.
Tries something on the other end. Just doesn't lead that in, and Olenic is playing back. He is really trying to just kill this.
Prionic again, he reads it so well. Like just then, just as that man moved forwards, he didn't go in for the challenge because he knew he was going to try and put it round him, and he just stopped. He was just waiting for him to move, and it was Glide, sorry, who was trying to put it to the side of Prionic. Prionic waited patiently. Look at that shot on goal, good save as well. But I'm loving the patience and the composure of this team. I mean, this is something that like pro teams sometimes don't even have, like composure and just being calm and just sitting back and being patient with the game. Now they're almost going to switch this over in terms of their own lead, which is now 4-1. They might get their own Brazil. You never know in 9 seconds. It's not going to happen. But in the next game we could see that because we're going to go to a 5th game. This happens a lot, other than last week. We're back to normal now. This is like 4-5 games in the final.
Normal Rocket League, normal scores. 1-7. The infamous Brazil obviously said that it wasn't a usual score, but 4-1 is still a lot. Rev 5 do indeed bring this to game 5, and in a great fashion. Win this. Soroksedmie, seemingly they are not feeling well when they need to play from behind. I think they feel like we're cool if we can just continue our pressure. If we play our usual style of the game, we can win. But whenever they are on the losing side, I think this is where things are falling apart. And big props to Rev 5. The patience and indeed what they're showing. When they're winning, when just winning, they didn't go for anything stupid. They're just waiting for a chance for counterattack. Let Soroksedmie make a mistake. They do make mistakes, so an easy goal for them.
So guys, just as a reminder, just as people are coming into the channel and whatnot, this is the final of the ESL Midweek Madness 2 versus 2. Petty and Everglide over on Soroksedmie versus Rev 5, who will be Maiten and Prionic. And right now, this series is pretty tight, because we only have 1 game left to play. And we are going to resolve that right now and find out who will be the winner of this week's tournament. Thanks for joining us so far. This action has been pretty crazy today. And this game can only be as intense. And already in the first 6 seconds, Petty is going to put that goal into the back of the net. Let's have a look exactly what happened here. Gets up. I mean, maybe Maiten just a little bit early in his approach to the ball, but grabbing that corner boost as well. They need to be careful how they go forward here, because the last time we saw these two score first, it was 8-2. So you don't want them to dictate that pace so quickly in the game, because this is where I think we could see the team of Rev 5 kind of fold under the pressure, but they've learnt already in these last couple of games that they can pull it back, so they've got the confidence they need. It's a lot different to this first game. Oh, blimey. I don't think he could have got that in tight. Oh, he could have got that in tighter. The phrase is coming out of my mouth. You talk, I'll stop.
Yes. The longer the cast goes, the deeper we are in the tournament, the nastiest Ireland plays, the more British comes out of Jebro. Prionic with a great shot of his own. the Soroksedmie so far aren't able to convert anything after that first goal. Rev 5 seemingly back in their own usual, same old Myton with Pre-Onage, who is perhaps not even a pass, but it's just a weak shot. But still, that was required for Soroksedmie to react. A demolition, a rare one for Rev 5. I think it's mostly Soroksedmie who are playing the physical plays.
Yeah, that's right.
And perhaps we need to revert to these if they certainly have been working in the match number 1. A lot of the goals we've seen were scored by Soroksedmie specifically from the pushes and the demolitions that they made. Pre-Onage have been playing well in the tournament as a whole, but Myton, obviously his teammate, does show up when Pre-Onage isn't feeling that well. Everglide with dribbles, like that's as tight as it can get.
This is beautiful. Just puts the ball a little bit forward. Petty isn't involved and chips it over the top of Pre-Onage there. Really good stuff. He couldn't do anything else with it. He only had like 13 boosts, so he couldn't get any power. So it's pretty nice placement. That's what you got to go for. Clinical finishing, I guess, in a way. And that was pretty damn awesome in the end. Put it where it wanted it to be. And beats the man as well. And that is going to be 2-0. First 2 minutes have gone. Not a steep mountain to climb, but I don't want any more to go past them right now. 2-0 is definitely easy to come back from, unless it's 3-0, which is obviously a different issue. For Petty, look at this. Literally glides the ball down for Petty. And just a tiny tad to the left means that they cannot get to that ball. They cannot reach for it with their boost. And fantastic start, obviously, for Soroksedmie in the final. Last game of this series. And that's number 4. And you can see number 8 coming as well in probably the near future.
How did we get to this after these closest matches we've seen? The first one, seemingly a demolition, so we are sort of already calling Soroksedmie in 3 matches. Then it turned up on its head as Rev brought it back, and with their own showing of skill. And now, for whatever reason, what has changed? Nothing really has changed. It's the same teams, the same players. Soroksedmie are once again demolishing the side of Rev 5. And we see, I think, across this whole series that it was quite hard for each team to get back in this one. Someone grabs the lead and it just continues. Myton with a miss, and Rev 5 will perhaps aren't controlling as well this time, or it's just perhaps just the Soroksedmie guys playing so much better, is the fact that you never want to leave Soroksedmie in front of the ball.
It's just like here, Pre-Onage is so far forward. So far forward. Myton is pretty much left to deal with everything on his own. And I think they're reading the situations a little incorrectly at the moment, and the pace has returned. The momentum of the game that favours Soroksedmie is back. You know, they've got full pressure on the goal. They're creating a lot of chances right now. I mean, how many shots have they had? I mean, they've had 6 shots on goal and they've got 5 goals. I mean, they're converting at like a ridiculous rate at the moment. And they're on it. That's pretty good.
Well, 5 goals, 1 minute and 40 seconds. One could start the avalanche, but so far we don't even see as much as the snow. Pre-Onage putting it on the net. Myton not quick enough to return. Pre-Onage forced to fall back as is. Pass to his teammate Myton on the wall, straight towards the net. Everglide will be there as safe as possible. Petty immediately positioned behind him as well for any follow-ups that may follow from that attack by Rev 5. Glide. Just flicks back. Why not? They're winning. They'll just take it as is. Slowly. It favors Soroksedmie right now. Every single time the game is slowed down. The ball is slowed down. And as Rev 5 almost pushed it past themselves. And yet another miss comes in. Timer is running down.
Oh!
Petty makes it 6. This could be another 7 goals easy. I don't think Rev 5 will be putting anything on the board. They don't even want to put anything on the board. Yet another Brazil in the first and then the 5th match. I'm still saying that this difference in play that we've seen throughout the series, how can the series go from 1-7 rather 2-8 it was at the end of that. Back to that at the from the start back to the end 1-6. Are you guys really want to set it up?
We could see a second Brazil.
We could see a second Brazil, a double Brazil. It's something unheard of, but we'll take it.
And also, yeah, I mean, I think, yeah, people start to think that is the end of the game, but they don't want it to be the end of the game, although it is only one goal scored. And I think, and I can't remember, like, last 3 games, I know the Rev 5 scored the first goal in at least 2 of the games that came after the 8-2. But I think, like, literally as well, like, if they get the chance to set the pace, they just run away with it. And I mean, that's a positive, but also a negative for Soroksedmie, because it could lead to, you know, big losses where they really have performed so well, but maybe their pace of game is the fast game. You know, the fast pace. Keep saying pace and fast, but you know, the aggression and the attacking the players. They actually, you know, it's almost like bumper cars for them half the time when we're watching this. But yeah, a solid performance, and that is going to be 6-1 in the end to Soroksedmie, and they are going to win the ESL midweek madness. Fantastic games, good tournament, good stuff today. I'm so glad we caught this. Yeah,
this is the grand final we wanted to see. 5 games with teams exchanging game after game and showing some high class. What started as a complete demolition ended up as a complete demolition, but in between we've seen not only Soroksedmie show up with their plays, but also Rev 5 being as strong as we've seen them in the previous series and the semifinals. And GG's to both of the teams, because they are both deserving to be in the finals.
Very much so. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have completed this tournament for today. Don't forget to join us next week for the next ESL midweek madness 2 versus 2. If you want to enter, make sure you go and check out the website. If you can go !bracket as well, you can get to the bracket and you can find out all the information there. Really, it's the best way to go, and you click on info. You'll be able to find out as well how to enter future tournaments. If not, come back and ask, and we can pop in the link and whatnot for you as well. Could probably find it right now, actually. But otherwise, I've been Jebro. This has been Jar of Jam. Have you got anything else to say before we finish today? Well, I'm going to
plug.
You can plug. Yeah. Plug up.
All right. Well, if you guys want to see more Rocket League action, do tune in at Saturday, because the Pro Rivalry League, which both me and Jebro are a part of, will be holding their weekly Rivals Cup. Teams will be fighting for $150. You can join as well. I think the signups are open even as we speak. So go to ProRL.com and find all the information. I think someone hopefully will put the link in the chat. And obviously, if you want to see some more just playing action, some Rocket League as is, or other games, do tune in every single day at 5 p.m. British summertime for the JarXJam channel. You can find me twitch.tv/JarXJam, on twitter.com/JarXJam. Just if you wish to follow, just drop in. More stuff is happening on that channel as well. But all that remains for me to say is thanks to Jebro for inviting me once again to cast the series.
All good, man. Pleasure to have you, dude. We're going to be saying Jar of Jam goodbye for now, because I'm going to continue to stream. I'm still thinking about whether or not I do Guild Wars 2 or Black Desert, and no, I'm not going to be doing Rocket League because I'm just awful. I need to practice more before I play again, because, oh my god, I'm just bad. But, guys, thank you so much. Jar Jam, I'll see you soon, man. Thanks for popping in, and I'll see you later, dude. I'm going to nip out of Discord now, but it was a pleasure to see you and have you with us once again.
Righty, see ya, and good night, everyone.
See ya. Okay, streamage. We are going to go over to, I'm either going to do, and thanks for follows, guys. If you do want to support the channel, this is my full-time job. So if you do want to support the channel, you can go and sub. You can also join our community on Discord. We stream a lot of MMOs on here, as well as competitive stuff as well. I'm still trying to decide which game to play today, so I am going to stop streaming right now and then start it again. I kind of want to play Guild Wars 2, but I'm not too sure. So I'm going to actually leave it off of Rocket League for now. Rift. Rift as well. That's a good point. We could mix it up with 2 games, couldn't we? Could go Rift, and then go... Let's do that. Let's go for Rift. Yeah, let's go for Rift. Okay. Alright. Let's go and do some Rift. I'm up for that. I'm up for that. Okay. All right. Good decision. Good I like how you roll, young sir. I like how you roll. Okay. A cheese roll. We're gonna go over to my stream. Let's do this now.